Hi, third grade. Welcome back to math. Today we're going to be talking about or just reviewing all of the topics that we've talked about in geometry. So the different types of angles, polygons, and quadrilaterals. And then you'll take a test about what you can remember. So it's just a review of what we have learned. Let me get our PowerPoint up. All right. So this is our geometry review. We're going to talk about we're going to review the different types of angles, the polygons, and the quadrilaterals that we've already been talking about the past couple of weeks. All right, so let's talk about angles. Remember, an angle is a figure that is formed by two lines that meet at the end point, so right here. There are three different types of angles. There's a right angle. Remember, a right angle makes a square in the corner. There's the acute angle, or another way to think of that is a less than right angle. So this is smaller than the right angle. There's also an obtuse angle, and an obtuse angle is larger than a right angle, or another way to think of that is an angle that is more than a right angle. All right, let's talk about polygons. Remember, a polygon is a closed plane figure formed by line segments that meet at their endpoints. Remember, a polygon is a shape that has straight lines and it's all closed all the way around. That means there's no opening on any side of the polygon or the shape. Okay, so remember, two characteristics of polygons is that they have sides that are straight and angles where two sides meet. Here are the different types of polygons that we talked about. Triangles that have three sides and three angles, quadrilaterals that have four sides and four angles, and we will talk about more of the quadrilaterals in a little bit. Pentagons that have five sides and five angles, hexagons that have six sides and six angles, and octagons that have eight sides and eight angles. What do you notice about the number of sides that the polygon has and the number of angles that the polygon has? I notice that the number of sides and the number of angles for each of these shapes are the same number. So for a triangle, I have 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6, 8 and 8. All right, quadrilaterals. So remember, a quadrilateral, remember quad means four. Quadrilateral is a shape that has four sides and four angles. And there's all different types of quadrilaterals. And we'll talk about them really quickly. Okay. Number one of the characteristics of a quadrilateral is that they have parallel sides. Remember, parallel sides is where two lines are the same distance apart at all times. They will never ever meet or never ever get further apart. And again, you can remember that two L's that are next to each other in parallel are parallel. They won't ever get closer together or further apart. So parallelograms have two sets of parallel sides. The top and bottom are parallel, and the left and right side are parallel. And they also have four sides and four angles. Also, the parallel sides, so the top and bottom, are the same length, and the side to side are the same length in a parallelogram. And remember from our quadrilateral family tree there are a lot of different types of parallelograms, and we'll talk about them in a minute. All right, so here's our family tree. Remember, quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 angles. Parallelograms, as we just reviewed, have 2 sets of parallel sides. The top and bottom and left and right side are parallel, and the top and bottom are the same length, and the left and right side are the same length. But then we have a trapezoid. Remember, a trapezoid only had one set of parallel lines. The other set of lines were not parallel. Then we have a rectangle that has 2 sets of parallel lines, and they are the same length. And a rectangle has 4 right angles in the corner. The next one is a rhombus. Remember, a rhombus is kind of like a square, except it's angled or tilted a little bit. It's kind of on its side. And the rhombus does not have 4 right angles, but it does have 2 sets of parallel lines. The top and the bottom and the left and the right are all parallel, and all 4 sides of a rhombus are the same length. And then the last, sorry, you can't see that. The last shape is a square. Hopefully there we go. It'll go away. The square, and a square has 4 sides and 4 angles. All of the angles are right angles, or they're 90 degrees, and all 4 sides are the same length. All right, so your assignment today is going to just review all of those types of concepts that we've learned. Now, it's again going to be a Google form. In this one, there's 2, I think there's 3 different ways that you will be answering your question. The first one is multiple choice. So again, you'll just pick the right answer. The other one is this kind of grid. And this one, you'll have to identify how many sides and angles the shape has. So you'll just click one of the boxes for how many sides that has and then how many angles. So if you see 2 rows like this, don't forget that you have to answer both of the questions. Again, if you have a question for your assignment, you can reach out to your teacher and they will help you. All right, have a great day.